Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the next episode of Thrive Talk. And today we are talking about the next topic called focus. And people join businesses, they get distracted, and they join something else, and they repeat the process. And that's because there's two fundamental things here. And the one is in the previous episode, so go and watch that one. And the other one is focus that we're talking about today. And I just feel that people these days cannot focus, and that's why I feel that it's such an important topic to talk about, Gerard.
Yes, well, it's always a pleasure to be on the show. What we see, it's actually a symptom of not only our generation, but also how the ecosystem is evolving around us. Because online opportunities, we saw a few coming through. Some of the businesses have been around for many, many years, but now the number of businesses keeps on popping up. You see a couple of them coming online every month, became every week, becomes every day.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of distractions out there. There's a lot of opportunities popping up. And I think people sit with the fear of losing out, the anxiety that it causes from, okay, but there's another shiny ball, and you want to chase after all of those, and you're going to wipe out. You're not going to get results anyway.
So you actually require persistence to be able to focus.
Yeah, the two go hand in hand. So, focus will give you that crystal clear, the energy, the breakthrough. But it comes over time, so that's where persistence comes in. So you need to remain persistent. And it's the other thing. I mean, the best example of focus is when you want to use a magnifying glass to set a piece of paper alight.
Yeah.
The sun is shining on the paper, nothing happens. But the moment you hone in those rays of the sun using a magnifying glass, you focus it in one point, and poof, there's your result. That's a breakthrough. And that's a fundamental principle of life. It works like that for everything that you are working on. If you focus, you get results. If you don't focus, it's diluted. Like it, don't like it, there it is. It's a fundamental principle of life.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Now, talking about that, and what do you do? How do you focus? How do we relate focus to understandable terminology, if we can call it that, or understandable story for everybody today to understand what focus is?
I think the most profound and a very relevant example is if you look at the animal kingdom, because for them it's not about entertainment, it's life or death. And if they don't get it right, they don't eat. If they don't eat, it's game over. If you look at the whole aspect there, you've got the predators hunting, and you've got the prey that don't want to be hunted. So they need to camouflage, they need to get out of the deal, and the predator needs to close the deal.
Yeah.
My kids, they came up with this joke once, and they asked me, how does an elephant camouflage themselves? And you think, elephant? I mean, the two doesn't gel. It's elephant camouflage. And they say, no, they've learned this on Google, because Google knows everything. And according to Google, according to them, an elephant will camouflage himself by painting his toenails pink and then hide in a tree. So then the question arises, how many elephants have you seen hiding away in trees with pink toenails?
None.
Exactly, that just demonstrates how effective is the camouflage. But jokes aside, the next question arises is that how does a zebra camouflage himself? Because if you look at the purpose of camouflage, the prey wants to blend in with the background, not to be
with
visible.
The surroundings. Yeah.
Yes, he wants to blend in and vanish, get out of sight.
Yeah.
And your best examples, obviously, it's like the moths that looks like bark.
Yeah.
Hide away on a tree and it's gone. You don't see it, so the predator can't find it.
Yes.
And chameleon,
Yeah.
change his colors to blend in with the background.
Yeah.
So that's the whole purpose of camouflage, is to blend in. But now you sit with a zebra. This horse have decided to get into his pajamas. White, black stripes against a dull brown, brownish
Doesn't make sense.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It contradicts the whole concept of camouflage. And yet, it is exactly in those stripes that a zebra finds its camouflage.
Mm.
Because if you look at who's hunting the zebra, it's your big cats, your elephant. I know that elephant. I've got the elephant on the mind.
They just camouflage themselves.
Yeah, he camouflaged himself out of the picture. It's your lion, the cheetah, leopard. I mean, those are the
Cats.
yeah, they are the guys wanting to hunt down the zebra.
Mm.
And for them to be effective, they need to focus. They need to have a razor sharp focus. They need to hone in on their prey. So that's why you will see that their eyes, the iris of the eye is shaped that way as well.
Yeah.
And the antelope, again, their eyes are shaped like that because they need wide vision
Yes.
to be able to spot these cats
Yeah.
and the elephant, but they won't spot the elephant hiding in the tree. So for the big cats to be able to be effective, they need to hone in on the individual in order to hunt it down. And that's where the zebra's camouflage comes into play. Because an inexperienced lion will see the herd, will see a few animals standing on the side, will start to charge down on this one. That zebra will see the charge is on, it's coming for me, it will run into the herd. And then the inexperienced animal will try to find it, and as the herd is chasing off, you will just see stripes and legs and stripes and legs, and it's confusion.
Yeah.
So the individual vanishes into this whole pool of stripes.
And a confused mind leads to no action.
A confused mind takes no action. So a confused lion, inexperienced confused lion, will run there, and you can see them over and over. They bail out of the chase.
Yes.
Once that animal is into the herd and there's just stripes and confusion, they bail out of the chase. And they go hungry.
Yeah.
There's no effective kill taking place.
Yeah.
And you will see a distinct difference between inexperienced or young, immature lions and the mature ones. The mature ones will identify one animal and actually will cut in between that animal and the herd in order to isolate it.
Mm.
Because once it's isolated, it can stay focused. And that it will dart around, and unless it gets back into the herd, that animal will, the lion will remain focused on that animal until it brings it down.
Mm.
So that's why a zebra camouflage is so effective.
But talking about inexperience, and that takes me back to my younger years. When I started out, I was actually farming, and I bought myself a border collie. A farm and a border collie just goes together. But talking about inexperience, that young puppy had the instinct to herd,
Yes.
to bring stuff together.
Amazing
And-
animals.
Yeah, and family members of mine actually came to visit for a weekend, and they had these small Maltese poodles. So all that little border collie saw the whole weekend was keeping these sheep together
Yeah.
and losing complete focus because there was just too many opportunities. So it was 3 Maltese. So for him to keep 3 Maltese together was an endless task. You know, and with no result at the end of the day. And it's just because of that inexperience that you're talking about that he couldn't focus on the task at hand.
Yes. And we see that with a lot of people as well in as I said, in the whole ecosystem that we find ourselves now going forward with the digital economy and all the opportunities opening up. You see so many people that wants to find additional income or supplementary income on the internet, moving from the one opportunity to the next, to the next, to the next. There's no resilience, there's no persistence, there's no focus. It's like buying lotto tickets, and if the one ticket doesn't produce the result, they go and buy another ticket, buy another ticket, buy another ticket. There's no control over the results that they're getting. It's like playing the lotto. It's they're in it for the luck. Maybe I'm lucky, maybe I'm not. They don't know. So people like that cannot expect decent or proper results to come from there.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, focus is extremely important, you know, and we can take it back to the border collie. The border collie growing up, getting trained, getting those skills along the way, so that he can actually perform the task at hand.
Yes.
And that's what people need to do. People need to develop those skills, and then they'll be able to focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, see, these opportunities are like bicycles. There are many variants available out there, but at the end of the day, for you to get results, you need to make up your mind. Pick one, get on it and ride it. If you keep on seeing other opportunities and keep on hopping on and off, you're not going to get results. So it is that whole resilience to make up your mind and then hone in on that one, and then you learn on that opportunity that you've picked. Develop your skills, learn the business, learn the compensation plan, learn how to work it, learn how to implement it. And we've covered it in other episodes as well.
Yeah, definitely. So the other thing, Gerard, that I wanted to ask you is, you know, we a lot of people talk about diversifying, and that you don't want all your eggs in one basket, and all of those things coming up, you know, and at the end of the day, that's also one of the things that causes the lack of focus.
Absolutely, because it's diversification means that don't focus on just the one. I mean, spread your risk. And yes, it is true. Yes, it is a good principle to follow. But you must understand that the spin-off of that is, to the extent that you diversify and you dilute your focus, to that extent you also dilute your effort in the results that's coming. It's like taking that magnifying glass and you take it away from focus again. So yes, whilst it is good to diversify, not to put your risk all just in one opportunity, you must know and understand that because you do that, you're gonna lack the breakthrough.
The risks involved.
Yeah, that in itself is a risk.
Yeah.
If you don't focus, and it's like riding a bicycle. It's got two pedals. So yes, it's a good thing to diversify your energy onto both pedals. But if you do it simultaneously, what are you going to get?
No result.
Yeah, you're not going to get propulsion. You're not going to move forward. So for you to be able to utilize this bicycle effectively, even though you diversify your effort onto both pedals, you're only going to be effective to the extent that you focus your energy on the one pedal in order to get propulsion, and then maybe on the other, and the other. So in that there's a balance.
Yes.
But you must understand the principle of focus in order to have a breakthrough, in order to get results. You need to hone in, you need to focus, you need to concentrate on that one until you get the breakthrough. And once it's got this momentum, yes, maybe you can then shift over to another opportunity or something else to diversify. But not at the expense of your focus.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're sitting there like just doing a balancing act and there's no forward propulsion.
Normally it just goes boop.
Exactly.
So just to summarize, you know, the level of focus shows the end result.
Absolutely. Yeah. Coming back to the magnifying glass, to the extent that it's not focused, there's going to be no result. To the extent that you get crisp, clear focus, you might ignite the paper and it get going there. So for you to be able to get the breakthrough, for you to be able to produce the results, pick your opportunity and start to focus, hone in, master the skills, build your knowledge, and stay committed. And a lot of businesses, they got what they call a 90-day startup plan. And the whole purpose of that 90 days is for you to remain focused, go through that whole hype of the excitement that keeps you going. And then once the honeymoon period is over and the excitement is not so exciting anymore, then the hard yards needs to be put in. So in a 90-day strategy, you will then make provision for you to hone in your skills, to learn the business, but to practice and to practice and to practice, and to the extent that you remain focused, you will start to produce the results. So success in that regard come as a result of discipline.
Yes.
So stop playing the lotto. This is not a lotto ticket that you bought in a week, 3 weeks time, there's no results, you move on. Because then you're just going to lap the mountain, going through the same cycle, just different opportunities. So if you want results, you cannot hunt like a sheepdog.
Yeah. That's how you hunt.
Yeah, because you can't keep the whole herd together and try not to lose any of the zebra. If you want to eat zebra, you need to hone in like a mature predator. Pick your opportunity. The others are good.
Get the results.
Yeah, the others are good. They're brilliant opportunities. But you're not going to eat any of them unless you focus. Because if you release a sheepdog after a herd of zebra, he's going to eat dust.
Yeah.
But if you want to bring home the bacon, you need to focus on the one opportunity you've picked, ignore the rest. They're good.
Yes.
But if you want to eat, bring one of them down. Select the one and bring it down.
Yeah.
And to the extent that you can do that, you will see results. And that's why your more mature people in this business, you can see the extent that they are focused, you can see their resilience.
Yeah.
They master the skills, they keep working the hard yards. And yeah, you must make up your mind that you're going to be in this at least for 90 days. Not so much to make up the decision whether you're going to stay or not, but just to lay the foundation upon which you can then build your results.
Your results. Yeah, because that's a big thing, and you can see people like Gerard mentioned, people that's been in the industry for a long time. They'll look at other things along the way so that they can put them through the sieve, if you can call it that. And just keep them and keep notice of them, but the focus will remain clear and direct. Focus will remain clear and direct, and that's extremely important. So thank you for joining us on this episode today, and remember to watch the next success story straight after this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.
Stay focused.
Hello Thrive members, my name's Keegan and I'm 17. I'm a young entrepreneur for Thrive, and I just have to say a few things. That being a part of Thrive has made my future bright. I've managed to learn many new skills that I don't quite think I could have learned anywhere else. I know that my future's bright, I know that I'm earning a passive income, and I know that earning in Bitcoin I'm already financially free. I would just like to say that I, being 17, if I'm able to build this business and able to make my dreams come true, I just want everybody else to be a part of this, because this is something that's going to take the world by storm, and I think it already has. So if I can do it, I think so can you. Thank you, Thrive, and enjoy the rest of your day.